So I've been doing some Facebook Marketplace shopping lately, and I picked up some carburetors to rebuild. This one I've got torn apart. It's on a stand being rebuilt right now. But I've got a couple of other carburetors that, I need to kind of either put on a shelf or store on a workbench, but I don't want them unsupported. I want them on a stand. It's not a good idea to just have a carburetor on a shelf where it could be sitting on the linkage, it could be sitting awkward on the base plate. You could damage something. They should really be supported on stands. But these stands, if you price them out, they go for 30, 35 bucks on up, and I'm cheap. I don't want to just buy a stand that's going to get used to just support a carburetor on a shelf. So rather than spend 35 bucks, 40 bucks or more on a stand, I decided that I would 3D print my own. Now, obviously, these stands being made out of plastic, being 3D printed, I wouldn't work on a carburetor on these stands, but to just store them on a shelf works pretty good. I took that base plate, took some measurements off it, created some standoffs, albeit they're shorter because I don't need them to be as tall to just support the carburetor, and printed my own stands for a fraction of the cost of buying metal ones. I mean, it was so effective, I made two. So let's go onto the computer and I'll just kind of show you real quick the design. Not too much detail, but like I said, I based the measurements off of that stand there. So it's fully adjustable. You can see here, let me pop that off there. You can see it's got multiple holes. It's got standoffs. It's got screws or bolts in the bottom, all plastic, all 3D printed. And yeah, this only cost a couple of bucks and a few hours of printing. So let's go up to the computer and I'll show you guys the cheap or the easy design to make your own carburetor stands with your 3D printer. All right, let's see if I got this right this time for the third time. I've been having some microphone issues. Anyway, here is the base plate for the carburetor stand. Now, all these hole locations I based off of that stand that I purchased. This is actually like the fourth or fifth version of this model. I would print it really like just a few layers, and then I would compare it to the actual stand that I have until I got all these hole locations dialed in perfectly. And then you can see here on the bottom side, it has this lip. It's recessed, or this wall is like, excuse me, this wall is like 5.5 millimeters deep. And that's because the thickness of the bolt that screws into the bottom of the standoff, the head of that is 5.5 millimeter. So those bolts, when they're screwed into here, actually add to the support of this stand. I didn't want it rocking on those bolt heads, and I also didn't want it sagging under the weight of a carburetor since it is just plastic. Now, I do print both the stand itself and the standoff here. I do print them at 100% infill just for strength, a way just to help if there's any kind of lateral pressure moving the carb around, moving the carbon stand around. It stronger plastic. Now, like I said, I would not trust these to actually work on a carburetor. The solvents and the cleaners and just the motion of moving that thing around, I'd be afraid of what would happen to this plastic. I may try it just to see what happens and let you guys know. But for now, I'm not going to be using these stands for actually working on the carburetor. So when it came to making these, I tried to make my own threaded bolt, basically, to thread into these, the threaded insert, because the threaded insert, or the standoff that you purchase with your stand, actually uses a 5/16 fine thread. So it's like a 5/16 24, I think it is, bolt. And so I tried to make my own bolt for those standoffs. And for some reason, it just wouldn't make it. I tried following some tutorials on YouTube. had some issues. I even used the fastener plugin here in FreeCAD, but it seems like the fastener plugin favors metric over standard. So when I tried to make this standoff using the fastener plugin, excuse me, I had trouble finding a 5/16 fine threaded insert and bolt. So I went with an M8. Just that's what I was able to get working in a fine thread. So the standoffs that I print are actually M8, and then I would just load the bolt, a hex head bolt, M8 standard thread, save that as an STL file that I could then print. So I printed the actual bolt, just changed the length to like 20 millimeter, made this standoff, like I said, and is shorter than the standard one that you buy. And then I did have to run both the standoff and the bolt through a tap and die just to clean the threads up, because obviously having a 3D printed threaded insert and a bolt, it's not as clean as a machined material like metal. So I did run them through a tap and die, and they thread together perfect once I did that. Now the standoffs that I made, just this little detail, I added a fillet right here, just to strengthen the bond between this section and the base. Having a 90-degree angle there creates a weak spot. So I added this fillet here. And then I add this little fillet up on the top here. Just a little detail, just because I could. And I was playing around. But overall, yeah, I am really happy with the way that this whole base and the standoff and the bolts work out. Now what I'll do is, I have an account on the Creality Cloud. I will upload these files there. I'll have them all together. The base, the standoffs, and the bolts. You'll be able to download them from the Creality Cloud. And you'll be able to print your own carb stands for storing carburetors. And hopefully it's all recorded well. I've got my 3D printer running right here on another project that I'm going to show you at the end of the video. It's another little add-on to this whole thing, and I'll include this print also, the one that I'm making right now. I'll include that with the files on Creality Cloud, where you guys can download all 4 files. Overall, printing the base, 4 standoffs, and 4 bolts takes, I think it took like 4.5, 5 hours, and it'll just cost you a few dollars worth of plastic. So for storing carburetors, like I said, this is a perfect option here. Why spend 35, 40 bucks or more on a metal stand if you have a 3D printer? Just print your own. So there you go, guys, your own 3D printed carb stands. Now, like I said, I'm not so sure about using these for actually working on a carburetor. Maybe building one up, but not cleaning. I'm not sure how the plastic would react with solvents. I may try it just to see what happens. But yeah, for storage and maybe for buildup, I like them. They seem to work pretty well. Now, again, I think I mentioned this earlier, but both the bolt and the threaded insert here will both need to be chased with an M8 by 1.25 tap and die set in order to clean those threads up and just get them to work nicely together. Obviously, like I said, 3D printing isn't as accurate as actually machining metal, so those threads will need to be cleaned up. But a quick run through a tap and die, it just cleans them up real nice and they work perfect. Now, for that part that was printing, when I did the voiceover showing you guys the CAD, I printed, it's a drill jig. So if I ever decide to actually make an actual metal stand, I made a jig where I can just mark all the holes, mark the size of the plate, mark all the hole locations with a Pica deep hole marker, which I have around here somewhere, right there. These markers are great. They get down to really small holes. So I made the holes in the jig just large enough for a Pica deep hole marker. You could enlarge them if you get the drawing or you could just drill the holes out a little bit larger, maybe for like a tap or like a transfer punch, something like that. My smallest transfer punches don't fit, but again, I made it for a Pika deep hole marker. Now, all I need to do is find someone with a lathe to make the actual standoffs. Or should I get a cheap Vevor lathe and start diving into that? Possible.